I went to hit pause and it didn't pause. Hello. That was really weird. Hello and welcome to my first stream of the year. Not doing anything super special today. Just continuing on with Yes Your Grace, which I started in a trial run way back. God, that was over a month ago at this point, it feels like. But anyway, quick note. You may notice that my logo on the site, as well as a bunch of other stuff, is no longer orange on a green background. It's now kind of this cool gray color on a green background. There's a reason for that. I'd been thinking about changing it for a while, and after some consideration, after what I've been reading online for a couple of things, I decided to at least temporarily put it to this clay gray color so that I can, mess with it a bit more, see what I want, but also start to already transition away from that green and orange combination. But anyway, let's go ahead and start recording. Hopefully you can hear me okay, and hopefully my microphone acts normally, and hopefully the stream also acts normally. I'm working with some new hardware. I think I mentioned it kind of briefly in a video that I posted a few days ago, but I've got a new microphone stand so I can adjust my microphone balance a bit, and I have a new capture card that I'm working with, and hopefully those things together will allow me to produce at least a slightly better stream than what I had been producing over the last 5 months. So anyway, let's get into Yes Your Grace. So last time we had been dealing with, there's bandits around our castle, and we're also trying to get ready for a wedding. The only thing we have left to do for the wedding is to hire a band, and I don't think we want to repair the theater yet, so I'm gonna hire that band, get that taken care of. We'll deal with the theater later, and go. I remember almost nothing, so this is gonna be great. Grevno, week 7. No sign of the Ravodians at the East Post, Yogurt. There was nothing left behind. Alright, cool. They're already leaving. We're getting close to the wedding. We need to make sure those Radovian posts are not a threat to us, Your Grace. Right, I need to check the map. Yeah, Post West is the last one. Okay. The general. Okay. So that should be the last thing that we need to do there. What else do we need to do? That's the wrong thing. That's also the wrong thing. Archives. There we go. So Rovian Bite. Right, this is the story so far. More Radovian bandits are crawling through Davern. They have settled camps near the castle. He has no choice but to attack. The wedding of Orsulia and Evo. A day on which the kings of Davern and Tana would sign a treaty and become allies. Talus has agreed to help Eric with the fight against the Radovians, but his conditions were tough: an army for the eldest daughter's hand. Evo is the son of Talus, the royal prince of Atana. He is the future husband. Okay. Lady Ada visited the throne room. Oh, right. There's a thief that we need to keep an eye out for. I forgot about that. Warning of a thief who pretends to be a merchant. She described him as someone who doesn't stand out from the crowd, wearing a green shirt and a hat. Okay. Paranoid Lord. Oh my god, yeah, this guy. He's fearing for his life, but he's never given any details. He mentioned something about candles. Okay. Monsters attacked a village. Yeah. The Radovian bandit shed some more light on why the Radovians were in Davern, but he may be a future use. That's right. We have someone locked up at the moment. Yeah, we were able to rescue someone's daughter. Yeah, these are all completed entries, so not a huge deal. This is all family stuff. We'll get to that. So needs. We have a pantry, roof, and dungeon that needs repairs. There's a village that needs a new inn. There's that paranoid lord. Okay. Alright. Cool. Let's see what we got. You first. Your Grace! Thanks to the new inn we've built, our workers are happier and work harder. We can now plow much faster. We still need to maintain the inn, but I wanted to bring you something extra for the help. We'll be contributing 1 gold every week to the kingdom. Oh, nice! That is very generous. Thank you very much. Our people will appreciate this. Please visit us if you ever need any more help. Thank you, Your Grace. What are you hiding there, silly pickle? You said I can't have a cat, so I got myself a different pet. I never said you can't have a cat, just not Lusulia's one. It's a snail. I found him in the gardens, and I called him Smudge. That's an unusual pet. And an original name. He's nice, but he's not a cat. He's all slimy and sticky, kind of gross. That's the best replacement I've found so far. Maybe if Lorsulia didn't have to leave, she can help me find something better. Once your sister gets married, she will have to go with Evo. She has to support him. He can't stay with you forever, you know. So there's no way? No way. I think he would love it in the council chamber, Father. When can I go back there? You mean the snail? What was it, Smeary? It's Smudge! Not that hard, Father. He smudges, that's why. Yes, Smudge. I'm afraid you won't be able to go to the council chamber for a while, though. King Talus is staying there until the wedding ceremony. Besides, I did tell you not to play in there, didn't I? Yes, Father. Your Grace, I have a small favor to ask of you. Teeny tiny. Would you happen to have any spare gold? You see, 1 piece of gold is all I ask for. That way, I can get myself some boots. Yeah, that's it. New boots. Of course. That was rather unusual. I would greatly appreciate the help. So, what say you? Get out of here. Don't waste my time. I didn't mean to, Your Grace. I mean, just disappear. Yeah, boots. You know, the boots that end in an ooze. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. Let me guess, there's a monster on their banners. No, not at all. Locals for sure, but they were armed. Our food supplies and cattle were stolen. We would greatly appreciate your support. I don't have the general with me. I guess I could send 7 stock. Yeah, I can give 7 sacks of supplies. I hope this will compensate your losses. That should be more than enough. We are much obliged, Your Grace. Your Grace, I've been robbed. I was on my way down to Hagos when a bunch of thugs threatened my life. If I did not give them all my goods, now I'm left with nothing and nowhere to go. Is there a chance I could count on your support? Right. I don't have the ability to give them either of those. You should have known it could happen one day. You always hear about these things, but you don't actually believe it could happen to you. obvious risk. Bah! Perhaps you should make the roads safer. I mean, eventually, yes. Sounds like Redovia has a copycat of sorts. Other bandits can now get away with their crimes more easily. They know the blame will fall on the Redovians and hope we won't look for them. Things will settle down after the wedding, I'm sure, Your Grace. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, whoops, I forgot to explore. Oh well. The theater will have to wait. The Queen wanted to see you, Your Grace. Oh, okay. Well, guess I'm gonna definitely have to do that. Hello, General. No sign of the Redovians at the West Post, Your Grace. We did find a hell of a mess, though. They left gold and supplies behind. They must have gone away in a hurry. Ooh. With the Redovian posts gone, I think we are ready for the wedding, Your Grace. Good. Your Grace, I'm starting to think that perhaps you are involved. But I'm saying, why would I say this? Why would you tell someone you know that they know? I better leave. I can leave, right? Alright, there's the paranoid guy. Father, Osulia, you finally came out. Can you please come and meet me at the wall when you get a chance? I wanted to talk to you. Of course, I will see you there. Your Grace, I came to ask you for help. My father is very sick with fever. Help me, please. He is pale as a ghost, and he shakes and sweats all the time. We've tried treating the fever with cold water and a poultice of butter, onion, and garlic. We have given him a concoction of wormwood and mint. Gads, we even tried letting the bad blood with leeches. I'm afraid he might not last another night. Your Grace, if we had a court witch available, she could handle these diseases. That's true. You should put out word that we are looking for one. As for your father, try looking for a healer near the forest. I think a healer will be able to provide better help than I could. Do you think I've tried that already? I wouldn't have come here otherwise. Ah, to hell with it. That crazy old witch from the forest is my best bet now. Alright. Yep. He very did. Okay, how do I forget, how do I leave? I don't know how to get down. Oh, right, I have to click on myself. That's right, that's right. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's all now. There we go. Hey, I remembered how to leave. Alright, cool. Go to the castle wall first. What's up? Your Grace? I will be on my way. Keep up the good work, Stan. Yes, Your Grace. Alright, Lorsulia, let's see what you got to say. Oh, you wanted to see me? I'm sorry I shouted at you, Father. I didn't mean it when I called you stupid. I just wish things were different. I just wish I'd spent the past couple days being with you, not angry at you. I know, darling, I know. I love you, Father. I love you more than anything in this world, Luli. Aww. You hate it when I call you that, but you're still my Luli. It's alright, Papa. I'll miss you calling me Luli. Your mother has prepared one hell of a wedding. Yes. I better get ready before she finds me. I'll see you at the party. Can I pet the kitty? Yeah, pet the kitty. Good kitty. These fields used to be covered in forests. Agriculture is thriving. Alright, cool. Well, at least that got patched up. For now. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me at all. Oh, God. Darling, how are the wedding preparations going? Everything is ready. Apart from one last thing. Choosing a dress. I'll let you do the honors. This is a middle ground gown. Nothing special, but for 25 pieces of gold, we can't expect too much. So what do you think? The puffy one, yes? I don't have enough money for that. The puffy one? This is obviously not an option. I found it in a chest of my old clothes. It even smells. Won't cost a coin, but what would everyone think? So, the puffy one. Let me see the other dresses. Yes, look no further than right here. Oh, look at this puffy decorated piece of art. Isn't it beautiful? 50 gold is nothing for such elegance. What do you say then? This is the correct one, correct? This is expensive. The dress is nice, but oh, don't you worry about the cost. The bank said they will help us fund this dress, so it's almost free. How will that work exactly? Oh, I don't know. They'll spread the costs or something. Don't worry about it. It won't cost us anything until the wedding is over. I will tell you how the others compare. They don't. We can't afford it. Oh, it's either the puffy one with the 50 gold loan or the stinky one. But I have a feeling. I have a feeling that she would rather have the simple one. I really wish I had saved up money. Well, this surely won't bite me in the ass. I won't skip on my daughter's wedding. Yes, Lusulia's going to love this one. And we don't have to pay anything. Well, at least for now. Alright, I will see you later, darling. Fine, I will stay here. Oh boy. Rip my gold. This is not going to go well at all. Your Grace. Are you ready for the wedding? Yes. I just had one question I must ask your Grace. Yes. May Smudge come to the wedding too? Well, I guess. But you need to keep him very close to you, Sidani. I always keep him close, your Grace. Fine, he can come. Don't forget to say goodbye to Lusulia. She's leaving right after the wedding. Yes. I also need to say goodbye to Dusty. It's going to be alright, Silly Pickle. Yes, Father. Almost ready for the wedding. It looks like it's going to be quite a banquet. Yeah, for you it will, not for Lusulia. I still can't believe she's leaving. Hopefully she can learn to be friends with Prince Evo. I don't think she wants to. I know. I wish we had more time to find a prince, but this is the way it has to be. Don't do anything silly, Asalia. Do I ever? Alright. To the council chamber. What's up? How's your wife? I haven't seen Paloma in years. Does the illness persist? Why are you so curious about her? Yes, she is still sick, otherwise I wouldn't even be here. Like I told you already, it's none of your business. Evo, I'd like to know a little about your son before, marriage. What's there to say? Evo is royal blood, and I pay enough for his masters to ensure that he's at least half as smart as I am. Could you just leave me alone, Eric? I'm trying to focus here. Are those books of any use? Healing fever, how to prevent dysentery, something about malaria. All of these are useless. We've been preparing for this for weeks. We've booked a florist, I've bought throne decorations, we'll have a live band. No need, I just want it to be over and done with. Who cares about some stupid decorations? It's the vows that are important. I hate weddings. You forget what they're really about. Oh, well, it's gonna be quite a party either way. I'll see you there. Yes, very well. What a dick. I mean, the whole trade was his idea, not mine. So yeah, that'll be the end of the day. See what we get here. I'm sure the day will go just fine. Okay, let's repair the theater. Just in time for the wedding. The kings of Davern and Atana made an alliance treaty to join forces against Redovia. Hey, achievement. Ugh, I hate this dress. Ahem. I am overwhelmed by the beauty of my new wife here. I'll enjoy the company, I'm sure, and whoop! Ah, damn it! Evo, are you all right? Of course, I'm perfectly fine, thank you, Your Grace. So, like I said, company and my wife, yes. Here's to that. Forgive me, Father said I should make some kind of speech. Wasn't sure what to say. I hope I didn't offend you. You look... Well, that's a big dress. Oh. I would let you marry someone inappropriate. You know that, right, Lorsulia? Bit clumsy to be sure, but he will grow out of that. Mm-hmm. I will be on my way if you will excuse me. Talos. About the Redovians. The seal's the deal, Eric. You get the army, I get full access to the archives. Wasn't sure if you would honor our bargain, Eric. I'm a man of my word. Well, I suppose you are. And the party went on. Everyone was busy eating fancy food, drinking the finest wine. The band was first class, too. I've looked for him everywhere. I've stirred up every pot, even in the kitchen. Don't worry, we'll find him, Sadani. This salad looks surprisingly flavorsome. What is it, a Khalid's recipe? Look at that dress. Wonder how long the young prince will find anything in the midst of it. These snails are extremely undercooked. What? Snails? That's not part of the menu. Smudge! The party went better than anyone expected. Listen, I think I've spent enough time with the guests. I really do need to get back to the archives, so if you don't mind, I will take my leave, Eric. Talos, Your Grace, leaving so early. Toast, toast, drink at least one more with us. See? Perfect timing, Your Grace. Will I get some peace after that? To the young couple. And he died. Until the ill-fated toast, that is. Eric, do something. I'll go and try to help him. Move! Talos was on the ground before anyone had a chance to react. He is not. Is he? Father? Your Grace! Father? I, how could you? Eric, how could you allow for this to happen? Eric, you have accommodated us in your castle, which we are grateful for, but this is beyond our beliefs. You have failed as a host and are responsible for the events of tonight. The king of Atana, Talus, is dead. Evo, you're Talus' only son. You have no choice but to take the burden of the crown upon yourself. Go ahead, Evo. Eric, I can't believe this. You leave me no choice. As the new king of Atana, my first order is to withhold the armies that my father promised to you. Eric, the king of Davin, you are responsible for Talus' death unless otherwise can be proven upon a royal trial. Now then, Davin will not receive support from Atana. Lord Sulia, pack your things. We're taking my father home. Wait. No, you can't do that. Your Grace, the wedding is over. The vows were said, the marriage still stands. Have courage, my darling. Well, that sucks. Your kingdom has agents available for hire. They will be listed here. Make an agent available in the next week. You will need to pay them. Good. To hire an agent, select the button with their name. You'll see the cost added to this. Okay. Well then. That's unfortunate. And that is all I can recall, Your Grace. Considering how much I drank that night, it's quite remarkable I remember anything. Surely you can remember more than that. Did you see anything suspicious? Anyone wandering off where they shouldn't? Lady Lena was staring at Lusulia's dress a bit too much, if you ask me, but nothing else, I'm afraid. And we are glad your daughter has been found safe and well. I think we have examined all the guests, Your Grace. We haven't heard anything out of the ordinary. Alice's soldiers were the main bulk of our army. Solving the murder case will surely convince Evo to aid us in battle. Whoever did poison Talus must have planned it out to the smallest detail. If you find any leads, do let me know, Your Grace. Talus wasn't anyone's favorite person, but you need to have a very good reason to murder the King of Atana. We mustn't lose focus on our main goal, however. Redovia won't wait for us to resolve this. In this situation, we shan't rely on Talus's Evo's army. But we need to seek help from other lords in case we can't convince Evo in time. As for the army, we will need to reach out to neighboring lords, make allies, sign treaties. Sounds like you're in quite a pickle, Your Grace. Oh, you're still here. Speaking of allies, treaties, etc. I have a hefty army waiting for orders. I can throw in some extra gold supplies to aid you too. 230 men and 6 gold. What's the catch? You do want something in return, I presume. Lures. From Pendle, Your Grace. He stopped delivering spices to my associates in Branca. Turmeric, caraway, anise. Food is bland as hell without all these. Persuade Lewis to renew the deliveries and my men will aid you in the battle, Your Grace. I will see what can be done. Very well, Your Grace. Oh, that's a start. We should invite Lewis over, see what we can do. I've also marked areas of interest on the map. Might be worth checking them. Maybe we can find a piece of gold or two. We don't know when Redovia will show up, but we need to start preparing for the battle as soon as possible. I made a note of things we can do on your weekly summary. We should be able to identify payment for our agents. We can't expect them to work if you don't pay them, but at least we can save a coin. Maintaining our army will also cost us supplies. It only gets more difficult from now on, Your Grace. Oh, and here are the petitioners. Perhaps the servants will shine some light on the case. You can now use the map to explore locations and help locals to try to gain extra resources. Open the map by selecting the map button below. To send agents to explore locations, simply select the location and select the magnifying glass icon. Luba. Yeah. Do that. Okay. I should see what's going on with those spices. Would you like to invite Lewis, Yogurt? Let's invite him. Just open the allies panel. Lewis can be invited from there. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh, sweet Jesus. Okay. We also have a message. Dear Father, we have arrived. Atana is nothing like Davin. The vast streets of Hagos expand endlessly. Seems Asalia would love to get lost here. The journey was tiring, but the views have compensated for everything. Tadani would have made your ears fall off with her questions if she saw the landscapes here. The cliffs and rocks span across the whole of Atana. It all makes you feel very small. Top of all these rocks there lies Hagos, like a nest, looking over everything. Now I understand why they use the griffin as their banner. Really sorry for the last weeks we spent together. Hug Mother for me. Yours, Losulia. Ah, yes, Atana can be very pretty, but also very dangerous. You don't want to be caught out in the rural windstorms. Would you reply to Losulia? Tell her it's good to hear from her. Of course. What should I ask her about? I'm not sure. Maybe the girls have some questions. Of course. Let me know when you're ready to write the letter. I take it that your daughter loved the dress? You are. I'm here representing the Bank de Florentini, Your Grace. Shame what happened to King Talus, truly. But still, we ought to review our business, I'm afraid. As discussed with Queen Aurelia, we have covered the costs of the dress. Everything is arranged, and the debt will be paid in weekly installments of 10 gold. Worry not, the first loan is on us, so there are no additional fees. Thank you. Ah, youngsters these days. What wouldn't we do for them? Now, is there anything else I can help with? That's all for now. Our Bank de Florentini is always happy to help. You have called for me, Your Grace. Tell me what happened during the wedding night. I don't know, Your Grace. I was only bringing food and drinks, like I was told. I'm so sorry, Your Grace. I swear I did nothing. By the gods. Please don't punish me. I swear I didn't know how those drinks were poisoned. I only picked them up from the kitchen and brought them to the ceremony. I swear I didn't know, Your Grace. Calm down. It's alright. I wasn't saying you did anything. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this. I promise on my family, Your Grace, I know nothing. But the dungeon guard might know something. He has mentioned he saw someone in the wine cellar that night. I don't know anything else, though, I swear. I believe that narrows our search, then. You may go, but don't leave Davin until after the royal trial. Thank you, Your Grace. Your Grace, my son, a disgrace to the family. I sent him to gather some brushwood in the forest. Turns out he's too dumb to find a way back home. You think you could help us find him? I mean, there's no rush. I'm sorry, there's no way I can help. I can always try the neighboring villages, ask around. Oh, that's fine. Guess that's one less mouth to feed, although I'll miss his ugly face. Alright. Not what I expected. Investigate. I prepared a table for you with the overview of all our items. When we find evidence items, they will be shown on there, together with the information we have gathered about each. You can question lords about the items we've found so far. Okay. I imagine that's in the council chamber? Audrey said I can review the evidence here. Let's take a look. Nothing. Alright, that's fair.
Hello?
Your Grace. Losulia wrote a letter. I'm about to reply something to her. Do you want me to say anything from you? Oh, yes. Tell her I'm taking her bedchamber. Mother, let me. Or, no. Tell her Celia read her diary. No, that's not right. I have very limited space, silly pickle. I can only say one thing. Yes. Oh, this is too big of a decision. I will come to you later when I think of something good enough. Fine, don't worry about it too much. She'll write more letters. But the first one is the most important. Well, come and see me whenever you're ready. How are you doing? Is everything alright? Last week's events were quite distressing for all of us. I don't understand why this would happen. How could someone eat Smudge?
What?
Dusty is gone, and now Smudge is 6 feet underground. But then again, I couldn't dig that deep, so I just covered him with a rock. It's so boring here without Luli. You promised you'd convince her to stay. Is she even going to visit us? Evo is very upset about losing his father. I think we need to give them some time. Could we visit them one day? I think we could, just not now. I will see you later, silly pickle. Oh, wrong way. Just books. Boring old books. Alright, Acelia. This paving stone looks like it was moved. If I could get something sharp and thin to lift it, a sword would be too thick. It needs to be something smaller. Yes, father. Hate that you had to see that. Yeah, the wedding didn't really go to plan, did it? No, what happened was terrible. Wedding went fairly well until then, although Lusulia's dress was quite embarrassing. Can't believe you chose that one for her. Never let you choose my dress. I tried my best to choose something good. I thought she'd like it. Mother seemed to love it. Your sister has arrived safely in Atana. She said you would love it there. I'm sure I would if I ever got to leave this castle. You would be able to leave the castle if you behaved better. Yeah, right. When you write to Luli, can you ask her about Evo? What is he like? I just can't imagine having to leave here and live with some strange man. If there's any free space in the letter, I'll ask her. Thank you. Don't do anything silly, Acelia. Do I ever? She's a brat. She is 100% a brat. Darling. What happened at the wedding was awful. I still can't believe Talus was poisoned. Could have been me. Do you think Lusulia will be alright? Evo seemed very upset. I'm sure she will be fine. As soon as we find out who's responsible for this, we can renew our treaty with Evo. Could have done something so terrible. Must have been one of the guests. We are gathering evidence. We have enough proof. We will call the royal trial. Alright, darling. I hope it gets resolved quickly. I think I'll get some rest. I'll let you rest. But first, Lusulia sent a letter. Our daughter has arrived safely. She seems to like Atana. Quite jealous of her. Atana is a beautiful place. Their castle is much better than ours, too. Hope she will learn her way around soon. I'm sure she will, darling. When you write her, tell her I'm sending my best wishes to both of them. Ask her how she's dealing with all of these new things, and what has she been doing without her sisters. Of course, I don't want to write her a full-length book. I'll see what I can do. Thank you, my darling. Alright. To the dungeon! How can I help you, Grace? Heard you know something about Talus's death. Tell me about what happened during the wedding night. Devin said you saw someone. Saw someone, no, but I have found this. Some kind of tooth, I think. How did you obtain this item? I was guarding the princesses, Your Grace. Well, I might have had a drink or two with the other guards. It was time to celebrate, after all. I left the dungeons, of course, until the end of my watch, that is. What happened at the end of your watch? I was doing the usual check of all the cellars. Yes, A little unsteady, but that's where I found the tooth. Where exactly did you find this? In the wine cellar, Your Grace. I didn't see anyone go in there, though. They probably kept in while you were busy drinking. I'm sorry, Your Grace. I didn't mean for anything bad to happen. You. I don't think a king would come down to the dungeons. An honor, truly. Do you have anything to do with Talus's death? It'd be very much in your interest that the deal doesn't go through. How can I do anything from behind these bars? I've got to say, whoever killed your king has put you in a difficult spot. You don't say. Your Grace. Have you considered letting me out, Your Grace? The gods must have spared my life for a reason, you know. I hope you've learned your lesson. You may leave. What? Really? The gods have truly chosen me. I will go and spread their wisdom. Thank you, Your Grace. Our paths will cross again. I can feel it. Now I need to find my way to the wine cellar. He's been in there long enough for just theft. I've found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? This animal tooth is a very exotic thing. We don't have dragons anywhere near Davin. God found it in the wine cellar. Could be from a merchant or someone who's dealt with big beasts before. Maybe take it to a hunter, see if he can tell where exactly this tooth came from. We don't have a hunter in the castle. I'll ask Audrey to put the word out that we're looking for one. That's all I found. I will see you later. Alright, back to the throne room. Hey, Audrey. How can I be of service, Your Grace? Yep. Let's write a letter. What shall I write? Ask her about herself. Ask Lucilia how she is, what she does with her time. Tell her everyone is missing her. Very well, Your Grace. I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Big, pointy animal or monster. We don't have big creatures around the castle. Someone must have lost it. Okay. How do I do thing? Oh, there's so many people. Okay. Let us go council chamber. If we go to the council chamber and interact with the investigation table, yeah, there we go. Expert question suspects. Okay. That told me a whopping nothing. Cool. That's fine. Your army needs food and supplies to stay maintained and ready for battle. The bigger the army you have, the more supplies it will cost to maintain it. Pay the army upkeep, simply select the pay button. You will see the cost added to the summary below. If you don't pay the army upkeep costs, you will lose some soldiers. Yuck. Also, yuck. Look at all those gold costs. I can't even come close. My kingdom's gonna collapse in a month. Revno, week 11. Your Grace, a nearby river dried up. Residents have been carrying water to their homes from the lake for days. Helped them with my horse, and now they have extra water saved for a few days. Made sure they knew it was thanks to the king. Yay! How can I be of service, Your Grace? Okay, that doesn't help. Okay. Let's check the map here. Go to Wolomi. Okay. Oh god. You have called for me, Your Grace. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? Looks like a healthy animal, no holes or chips. Not sure what animal it could have come from. I'm not much of an expert on beasts. I've heard that you have stopped supplying Bronca with some resources. Spices, I believe. I suspect you've been speaking to Etten. He trades my spices with Prakis to get fortune dabs. Some call it Dipudabu, but it's most commonly known by the name of Oracle Dust. Heard about Redovia. I can help if you aid me in return. What is Oracle Dust? It has medicinal uses, of course, but also recreational, highly addictive, particularly popular amongst priests and the like. Something about spiritual enlightenment. Makes a lot of coin, but ultimately costs people's lives. I want no part in this. Shame I'm losing sales, though. Prakis? That's far away. I've heard enough. Your Grace, I urge you to help me curtail Etten's plans. Do not buy any Oracle Dust. If you have anyone trying to sell dust, don't hesitate to put them in the dungeons. If anything suspicious happens, make sure I'm the first to know. If you do the right thing, be sure that my army will stand by your side when the war begins. 200 soldiers. And also help with 6 supplies. I hear Etten is selling dust near Koski. First step in the right direction would be to stop their deliveries. I will first talk to Etten. I will see what the Lord has to say about this. Just don't let that buffoon get under your skin, Your Grace. Alright. Vicious, okay. That's all for now. As you wish, Your Grace. We should invite Lord Etten, Your Grace. Make sure that what Lewis is saying is true before we decline Etten's alliance. You find Etten on the Allies panel. He should be here next week if we send a pigeon immediately. Sounds good. Go. Oh, it's a crazy guy. I'm sorry for what I said last time, Your Grace. I cannot think straight sometimes. The thing is, someone is after me. How can I find out who it is? I don't have a clue. If I tell anyone that I know, then they will know, and that is worse, right? How can I help you if you won't tell me exactly what's happening? Your Grace, you don't understand. Tell me what you did to make someone want to come after you. I saw a man, and no, that's not it. I don't know. I can't tell you, Your Grace. What if this person is listening? You should leave. Do not waste my time if you can't come up with any way for me to help you. Fine, Your Grace. I really didn't mean to upset you. I'm just so scared. Don't come here again. Your Grace, I hate that Lusulia has left already. She looked very pretty in her dress. She would look beautiful in any dress. I already miss her father. When I have a wedding, can I wear the same dress? Of course you can, Sadani. Mother said Lusulia sent a letter and that she's fine. Have you already replied to her? Have you asked about Dusty? I haven't asked her about Dusty yet. Can you please ask Lucilia about the cat, Father? What does he eat? What does he eat? Where does he sleep? What does he eat? Is he alive, even? Yes, Sadani. I will ask her about the cat. Ah, thank you, Father. I mean, Your Grace. Father, you promised to practice sword fighting with me, remember? Maybe we could try later today, please. Of course. I'll see you in the gardens once I'm done here. Grace. Men with monsters on their banners came ravaging our village. They set our barn on fire. Won't last long before the flames spread to other buildings. The village is still burning. Most of our supplies are already lost. Please send us some help. Ooh. I mean, I can afford it. Not that big of a deal. I believe that should be enough to get you back up and running. Your Grace, this is very kind. Your good deeds will spread far, I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Alright. And do more... Well, let's do the sword practice first. And then we need to think of how to further this investigation. Oh, she's already armed and ready to go. Yes, Father. How was your practice? Are you ready? Hey, that was good. I know. Ah, too slow. Have you heard about Sadani? What happened? I told her she could find a pet that can actually do something besides being disgusting. She's been leaving bait in the garden since then. Nothing has been showing up, so I took one of the stuffed skunks from the hall and put it behind the bush. In the evening, I told her someone took the bait. When she saw a huge skunk half her size, she panicked. She grabbed my sword, she could barely lift it. It was hilarious. She kept hitting that poor skunk, but it wouldn't budge. Poor Sadani. You wouldn't hurt an animal. Mother heard her scream. She came and ruined everything. Sadani actually cried when she found out this thing was stuffed. Oh, Acelia. Come on, Father. You have to admit this is funny. I can't believe she would attack a skunk. She thinks she can fight because she keeps seeing you running around with your sword. I know. She keeps pestering me to fight her. We should end it here. I better check on Sadani. Oh god, she's in the council chamber. Well, I guess she does think she can go in there now because the other king isn't in there. So that makes sense. Well, you made these. One's a stork. The house emblem. Neat. Your Grace. Do you want to talk about the skunk? Acelia told me what happened. Well, I just got scared and I didn't know what else to do. It was dark out there and the eyes were shining. I was worried you'd be mad at me for bringing monsters to the castle, so I just took Acelia's sword. I'm sorry I ruined your stuffed animal, Father. I hope you'll forgive me. Of course I forgive you. It was an old stuffed skunk. I was going to get rid of it anyway. You were very brave, but I don't want you running around with that sword again, alright? Fine, I won't. I will see you later, silly pickle. Still need to seek an expert. Don't have anything else I need to do. Also, I don't have a lot of gold right now, and that concerns me. Okay. I'm gonna have to not hire Stan for a little bit. Not gonna have my general, unfortunately, but not much I can do. I need to pay back that 50 gold. I knew I should have gone for the stinky dress. Your Grace, how is our investigation going? I found this animal tooth. I don't know how it ended up in our castle. I prepared a table for you in the council chamber where you can expect the items. Yeah. Okay, yeah. They might not tell us the truth, and there's other stuff, and blah. Your Grace, a nobleman visiting a local village had problems with folks stealing his goods from him. He asked me to find those responsible. Search wasn't hard, and I brought them back for justice. The nobleman was very grateful, and he paid me with this gold. Oh, damn. That's a lot of money. That's cool. Oh, may I be of service, Your Grace? Of this animal tooth. I found this in my wine cellar. Can you tell me anything about it? What is an animal tooth doing in your wine cellar? Looks like someone has lost it. I'm trying to find its owner. I don't know, Eric. Probably someone who's interested in animals or creatures, shall I say. I've heard what you need those spices for, by the way. Your Grace, I can explain. Oracle dust is far from dangerous. As far as I've been told, it has medical use more than anything else. It's just an easy way to make some gold. Doesn't matter if you sell dust or not, it's going to get out to people anyway. For the ones selling it, then at least we're the ones profiting. You just pass it on, don't trouble yourself with the people who use it. In fact, I could really use your help in this operation, and in return, I will always be at your service. I have a location near Beltoys that has some problems with the locals. Send an agent its way, and maybe he could give us a hand. Also, if anything out of the ordinary happens, then make sure I'm the first to know. Need to keep an eye on other sellers. If anyone comes selling, make sure to buy a pack or two. I'll be able to double your earnings. If you do right by me, I will be sure to do right by you. I will give you my men, gold, and supplies. I can't promise anything. At least you're not saying no. Huh? Look, I'll throw in something extra for your efforts. Alongside 230 men, I will throw in my hounds. They're deadly and precise. The Rodovians won't know what hit them. Oh, and I think I just remembered something about the nice Talus died. I had a fair bit to drink at this stage, so everything was kind of blurry, but I did see someone in the gardens that night when I was watering the flowers. If you haven't already, you might want to poke around in there. So, you're welcome, Your Grace. That would be all. You may take your leave. Your Grace. Enzava is very generous, Your Grace. We certainly use his hounds and army in the battle, but as promising as trading dust sounds, it could cause problems later. If we decide to help Latin, we can be sure that Lewis will cancel his offer of an army. Gods know what havoc this substance will cause in the future. Better not risk it. I don't want people coming to me crying that they've lost family members to this poison. Of course, Your Grace. In that case, we should aid Lewis in stopping this nasty business. Send a General Tarkovsky as soon as possible to shut down that trading site he was talking about. If we ever come across anyone wanting to sell dust, we should imprison them for a while, just to discourage future sales. Lewis will be happy to hear about this, so after we've done what we asked for, we should invite him over. This is a new pet you're hiding there, silly pickle. Your Grace, may I introduce you? The Stabber! Oh no, the Hedgehog! The Stabber? Well, I wanted to name him Hanson, but that name is already taken. The other option was to call him Squisher, but it didn't seem like that would scare off enemies. Underneath, he has a velvet, yummy tummy. You wish you could just stroke and squish all day. But on top is a whole different story. Top, he is a scary, stiff stabber. How did you come up with this? Well, Father, do you know the tale of Hanson? Remind me. Hanson was a hedgehog who rode on a black rooster, Your Grace. He was ugly and unwanted, but one day he helped a king find his way home. As a prize, the hedgehog asked the king to promise to give him whatever greets him first upon his return home. Turns out that the king's daughter was the first to greet him. 1 year later, the hedgehog came to claim his reward and married the princess. It was difficult for the princess to love the ugly creature Hansen was, but she learned to accept him, and once she proved her true love for him, Hansen turned into the most handsome prince with the biggest castle made out of diamonds. Huh. That story sounds familiar. I wish life was as simple as a fairy tale. Yes, Lady Danica always tells me this tale before bed, Father. It's a well-known story. A lot of books have different versions of it. The most popular was something about an old man with white hair killing monsters. It's very silly, but Danica likes this one a lot. See, I will turn the stabber into a prince. A prince? Oh, it's not for me, Father. Once a stabber is a prince, he can help me get Luli back. I'm sure she would like him more than Evo, and then she and Dusty can come back to the castle. Very well. Keep the stabber close to you, but don't lose him, and don't stab yourself. It's not the stabber, it's the stabber! The stabber is on a mission and he's about to stab someone. At least she will be occupied. I'm not sure if that's a good thing. Your Grace, my village has been raided by bandits. These scum are fiercer than any others. There have been casualties. They've killed an entire family. We are counting on help from your general, Your Grace. We should keep an eye on these bandits. Make sure Radovians are not creating further posts. They are locals. We should show them that there is no place for such behavior. Unfortunately, I can't help everyone. My general is not available. Ready your pitchforks and keep your eyes open. Maybe they won't show up again. You would feel safer with the royal army at our side, but I understand. Alright, cool. Time to get up out of this chair. Get on out of here. What do we got? The timing of my logo popping up on screen was pretty good. Darling, Lord Etten visited me. Turns out he is trading oracle dust and wants my help with it. Lord Lurs doesn't approve of the business. He thinks it's bad for people. Both of the lords have promised to lend us their armies if we help them, but really, I don't know what to think about it. Well, do you really think that selling dust is bad for people? It does have its side effects. More people start using it with no regulation, we could have problems. We don't have enough resources as doctors to deal with things going wrong. Yeah, it might also be that nothing bad happens. What do you think? I mean, I hear God's servants use it, so I'm sure it's fine. After the war with Redovia, if things start going wrong, we can always stop supporting Etten. Thank you, sweetheart. Guess it's worth thinking about. Fine, dear. Let me know if you need to discuss anything else. I have found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? Oh, wait. That's all I found. I don't have anything else. I lied. I'm leaving now. Don't mind me. Let's see. So, all right, let's look at our archive here. Wedding. Go. Investigation. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, no matter what, we need to be inviting people in order for us to figure out what this tooth is. Figure out what to do with the oracle dust. And we've got this lord that believes he's being followed. What to do. Oh, I can still invite a lord. I should do that. Okay, so Lurs doesn't know anything about the tooth. Let's invite Lena? Yeah, let's invite Lena. I'm glad the game stopped me and said, hey, wait, you can still invite somebody. That's good. Alright. So we can afford the bank payment and Stan. That's good. Can't really afford anything else at the moment, so that'll be it. Yeah, without a lead on the Fang or whatever that tooth is, kind of stuck. Feels like I'm kind of going around in circles at the moment. Oh, that was... Dear father, my husband King Evo is very good to me. He has done everything to make me feel at home. I spend most of my days reading books and learning about Atana. King Evo wishes me to grow familiar with their traditions. We start each day with a prayer, followed by a rich, lavish breakfast. Later I learn more about the history of Atana and its geography. Last week I met Paloma, the king's mother. She's poorly, but King Evo says he will continue his father's quest to find a cure for her illness. Yours truly, Losulia. Evo certainly wants his wife to understand their ways. I'm not sure I like it. We should ask Losulia about something else. Ask her about the cat. Elisadani keeps pestering me. Very well, Your Grace, I will write her a letter. We should anticipate a reply within a couple of weeks. Alright. Let us see here. General has been sent. Okay. Definitely want to look at Kasky. A pleasure to meet you, Your Grace. And my biggest condolences about Talus, although I didn't like him at all. Anyway, Lures has explained your situation to me. I believe I can be some help. For something in return, of course. You see, you have something I want to give to my son. Someone, actually. Would like your daughter, Salia, to marry him. I believe this will greatly strengthen our relationship for years to come, and as a start I would lend you my army. 300 fully equipped and trained soldiers all ready to stand against Rodovia. And along with the men, 4 gold and 5 supplies. So what do you say? Let me think about it. I will need some time to think this through. Oh, of course, darling. Take as much time as you like. Just remember that Rodovia won't be waiting for you to get ready. Yeah, that'd be a good look. Hey, I'm hosting a wedding. Don't think about what happened about a month ago. I promise nothing bad will happen this time. Hey, you! You've really gone overboard this time. I know it was you. Now everything is clear. I've stayed in the woods waiting for 3 weeks, but now I know. That's enough. You will spend some time in our dungeons. I knew it! I knew it was you! I just don't know what you would want from me. I don't want anything from you. The guard near the exit will take care of you. I will come and see you later. What do I do? What do I do? What are you doing here with this brush? Mother made me sweep all the corridors. Why? What did you do this time? Nothing. Tell me what you did. Nothing, I swear. Mother will tell me what you did if you won't. I better start sweeping before she finds me. Your Grace, I hear the wedding was a right feast. I mean, apologies for my impoliteness. My condolences to King Talus. I'm sure he will be missed. Thank you, I will pass them on. My family has just moved to the capital. We have a house, but our garden isn't big enough. It can also barely fit our horses. We'd like a bigger house, with a big garden and a beautiful front porch. For us simple farmers, that's an expense we can never afford, but for a king it's probably nothing. It only costs a fraction of what you paid for the wedding dress, Your Grace. 25 gold is all I ask for. Are you out of your mind? I don't have gold to waste on your house. If you want it, work for it. The castle gold is reserved for people in need. You better leave before I have my guards take you out. No, you just spend that much on a dress your daughter wore once, but you can't help your people with the new house. You just buy half the village just with the gold from the dress. I'll make sure everyone knows about this. Sure, okay. My name is Olivia, Your Grace. I come from the forest. I am the leader of the Cult of the Trees in the Western Woods. I know I am probably not welcome here, but you are my last hope, Your Grace. I have asked all the neighboring villages for help, but they despise my god. In the middle of the forest, we have a sacred oak, and because of all the recent rains, the area around it has flooded. A stream of water keeps running all over its roots. We have tried stopping the water, but we don't have the appropriate tools. Our people need this tree to pray to, Your Grace. Without it, they are depressed and scared. I can't bear to see them so helpless. Please help us, Your Grace. A worshipping oak. Are you praying to a tree? Yes, Your Grace. It is the tree of the God of Thunder. A symbol of love and life, filled with healing powers. Nothing bad can happen to this tree, Your Grace. Please, I beg you. I don't have enough money. It's just a tree. I'm sure you can find another one. Did you say you come from the forest? But Your Grace, this isn't just a normal oak. It's a holy oak. It has been chosen. You're just like the rest of them. Sorry, but I literally just don't have the money. Speaking of, I need to invite someone. Let's invite Noski. Oh, right, you're still here. Your Grace, I've got everything mentioned here. I'm selling rather exclusive wares if you're interested. Silk, perfumes, books, and decorations, whatever your royal soul might desire. Something tells me you might be interested in far more delicate merchandise, though. I have a knack for these things, am I right? Tell me more. I'm listening. Oh, how fantastic! You see, I have something very precious here. Satisfaction for the most disillusioned pleasure seeker. Some say it's a perfect cure for when you don't feel particularly inspired. Others may use it purely for recreation. It's very good generally if you're going through a bad spell, Your Grace. I have one pack of dust for just 14 pieces of gold. If you're tempted to grab another sack, I may throw it in for only 7. That'll be 2 whole packs for only 12 gold. Now, if that's not a deal worthy of your royal bottom, then I don't know what is. Your place is in my dungeons. Your Grace, but there's something wrong with selling a few packs of sugar dust. What other pleasures were you thinking about? Oracle dust? I've never heard of it. How dare you lie to your king? The gods will take care of you at the exit. Okay. Gonna talk to your mom. Gonna see what happened. Darling, what did Acelia do? You made her sweep all the corridors in the castle. This must have been serious. Oh, Eric, she's behaving worse and worse as she grows up. She convinced one of our servants to practice sword fighting with her. Oh, gods. Didn't end well. The servant ended up with a huge cut on his cheek. Shouldn't have let her play with swords, Eric. I know I shouldn't have, but I feel that if I had said no, she'd still do it in secret. I know, Eric. We need to pay more attention to her, especially now Luli is not here. I'm not gonna bring up the other wedding proposal. Nope. Nope. That can only end bad. Nuh-uh. Nope. Oh, Your Grace. It feels safer in here. I don't have to worry about anyone coming after me. I have my friend here and no one can come inside. I wish I'd just asked you to imprison me straight away, Your Grace. I am Glad you feel safer. You're right, no one is going to come here looking for you. I owe you my life, Your Grace. Let me give you my army. I won't need them. I'll just stay here. You have an army? Yes, I know, but I couldn't tell them what was going on. Could have been one of them. Yes, of course. You can stay here as long as you like, Pietro. Let God know if you need it. Thank you, Your Grace. I got a whole 4 people. Do you have everything you need? Yes, sturdy walls, steel bars, personal guard. Oh, wait! There's nowhere to run! Yeah. I'm not trying to talk to you. I'm trying to talk to you. Your Grace! Yeah, bear this place. Please let me out. I didn't know Your Grace disapproved of the dust. Thought it was like any other consumable product. People get sick because of this stuff. Everyone who sells dust in Davin will be imprisoned. You'll stay here till Lord Luz arrives. Don't mind me, just looking around. Okay. Well. A piece of fabric is covering a hole in it. I guess I could talk to Celia. Tell her I know what she did. Nope. She won't let me talk to her. Oh, I wonder if I can use this fang on the thing in the gardens. No? Okay. That's gotta be something. Matter of how I get in there. I need something sharp and thin, thinner than or smaller than a sword. The hedgehog. Do you mind if I pet him? Not at all, Your Grace. Just don't. Ouch! Stab yourself. Okay. Aha! Let's see here. A piece of paper. What appears to be some sort of letter. There's a map of the castle. It reads, "Find wine in the cellar. Mix it with 7 drops of the substance in a glass. Be seen by no one." Looks like an instruction letter to whoever poured poison in Talus's wine. Beautifully decorated with some flowers. We don't usually decorate our letters, it would be too costly. Maybe we would trace those drawings of the person who has written this. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You'll be able to put the heels back? Hopefully she doesn't notice I took the. I have a lead. I've found some clues that might lead us to the person who's behind Talus's death. What have you found? Letter. Found this letter in the gardens. It contains instructions about pouring poison in a wine glass and a map of our castle. The letter seems to be decorated with flowers, like in the olden days. How can we trace this letter to whoever wrote it? That's a very important piece of evidence, Eric. Ask a general if he knows of anyone who decorates their letters in such a manner. If he's available, he'll probably be at the wall. That's all I found. Peace, I'm outie. Alright, that's actually should be everything. Yep, cool. Now to be poor. I'm alternating the general on days on and off. Gotta do what I can in order to pay off this debt. The craft will flourish, no man can stop. In the middle of the night we shall meet, for the dust spreads fastest in the sandstorm. Can you make any sense out of it, Audrey? I'm afraid just as much as you, Your Grace. It tells me it's to do with the Oracle dust, though. You pass this on to either Lewis or Etten. Your call, Your Grace. Your Grace. Situation got pretty hot. It was impossible to avoid bloodshed. Nonetheless, we have secured Etten's dust wares. I think we should check in with Lewis, Your Grace. We've done some tasks for him, so he might be ready for alliance now. Yeah, we probably should. Alright, I have to talk to this loser first. I mean, Lord. Your Grace, it is I, Noski the Dragon Slayer, bowing low before you. Also known as Grofus the Great, Wanos the Wise, Peter the Powerful. The royal wedding was fantastic. Well, the food was first class. But amongst all the pleasures, I didn't have a chance to introduce myself. Who are you? I didn't quite catch that. Who are you again? But have you never heard of me? It is I, Noski the Dragon Slayer. Noxie the Dragon Slayer. I killed the dragon in the Eastern Forest. Would you like to hear about my fierce battle with the foul worm, Your Grace? Spare me the details. I must share at least a sort of it with you. Right! Next to this river, there was a dragon nest up a tree full of its young. I chopped the tree down, and the hatchlings fell in the river. The drowning squats brought the mother dragon to the rescue. The river was far too strong. Crash! She broke a few bones on a boulder. Exhausted, she crawled to the shore, where I was ready to deal the fatal blow with my mighty axe. Impressive, isn't it? After that, and other adventures, of course, I traveled to Davern, seeking future challenges. I've come straight for the king. Now tell me, Your Grace, what evil creatures await me here, staining your beautiful land? Peasants mention the occasional basilisk or some other monster. All these nightmares are nothing to our real problem, Redovia. Redovia? Well, I've never heard of such a creature, so what is it? What does it do? Emit gas? Crush men's bones under its heavy hooves? Breathe fire? Everything at once. We don't know. It could be anything. Aha! A real challenge then. Don't worry, Your Grace. I will find out what that does for you. And make sure you don't need to worry about it. We don't know because it's an entire army. We have no idea what they might bring with them. An army? I see. Well, that is a hell of a challenge. I can help, though. They call me Grofus the Great for a reason. Over the years of my adventurous career, I've met a lot of people, even more owe me their lives. I will give you all I can, soldiers' supplies. I will stand at your side in the battle. I reckon I can gather 180 men. And 5 supplies will also come in handy, I'm sure. And in return I ask for... Oh! Absolutely nothing at all. I'm a noble, upstanding knight. I live to serve, help, and, well, be famous. Noski, aiding the King of Davin in a real battle. You'll write fine songs about this. Well, that was easy. I found this large tooth. Looks like an animal tooth. Would you know anything about it? That is an impressive tooth. Must have been one out of a beast. Do you know where such a tooth could come from? Oh, I wish I could tell you a heroic story about defeating such an imposing beast, Your Grace. I think I can't. Because this tooth is not one from my collection. I don't think so, anyway. I wish it was, though. Can I buy it off of you? Absolutely not, Noxie. I need this tooth to prove my innocence to King Evo. Maybe after the royal trial. This letter is on a very finely decorated parchment. Do you know where it could have come from? No, I wouldn't. I don't receive many letters, Your Grace. I'm always traveling, so no letters never reach me. I will be all for now. At your please, Your Grace. Your Grace, I come to you with a special request. To turn Stabber into a prince, I need to lift his curse. I've researched more into it. I think you're the youngest one of us who can read, Sidani. Well, I made Danica read it for me. I already love him as hard as I can. I squish and tickle his tummy all the time, but now I need to make him rich. Your Grace, may I request 1 piece of gold? I'll pay it back, I promise. A piece of gold to make the hedgehog rich. Sure, why not? Don't lose it. Thank you, Father. Your efforts will not be forgotten. Doesn't need to find a black rooster with a saddle. Do you know where I could find one? Oh, my silly pickle. I honestly don't know. That's fine, my king. I shall find one myself. Ally's name will turn green. When you upset them, their name will appear in red. Makes sense. Alright, I need to get lures back here. Okay. Let me get up for a bit and talk to the general. Oh, he's not here. Probably because I didn't pay him. I'll have to get him later. Doesn't look like I really have anything else I can do right now. So... yeah. I'll pay him this week, though. Okay. 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 Seems good. Week 50. Dear Eric, I hear that I am already too late to marry your daughter. We had some struggles, but we will be ready within 14 weeks. Maybe we can explore other options, and I hope that you will promise. Okay. No. Come to get another daughter. 14 weeks. That's too soon. Gather an army. We need to make alliances and hope Evo will help us. 14. Oh!